Hello, welcome back to the channel. My name is Fatal Foxtrot.
And I am the optimistic occultist.
And I got a special treat for you guys today because this is not a regular game. This is a fan game in the style of Metroid 2, but not made by Nintendo. This game is called AM2R. Otherwise known as another Metroid 2 remake. So this game's got a pretty storied history. Basically, Nintendo sent a cease and desist to it like the second it came out, but they had to, in order to do that and have it like timed like that, and they had to have known that this game was coming out before they did it. And this is like one of the only examples of Nintendo letting their IP be used by somebody else without a license. But
then shutting them down.
But then shut it down when it came out. And what I think they did that was the reason they did that, I think, was because they knew that once it was on the internet, that was it. They would never be able to scrub it from the internet, and they didn't try as hard to do so as they do with other things that they normally do either. They just sent a cease and desist to the one guy who was like made the game. I don't want to say his name on here in case that like causes any drama or whatever.
Yeah.
But you can easily find that out. Just Google AM2R. It'll tell you exactly who made it. But,
yeah, you can find the guy who was wearing the big trench coat with all the flash drives we had to go meet to get this game.
Yeah, no, it's pretty easy. It's on the first page of Google search results, and you type in AM2R. It's not hard to get. And I think Nintendo knew that, and the only reason they shut it down, I think, is because they couldn't be seen ignoring it.
Yeah.
Because then other people would start thinking like, oh, well, if AM2R could do it, then surely we can too. But
yeah.
And also, Nintendo had a remake of Metroid 2 already in the works. So it was called Samus Returns. Well, this one's Return of Samus. That one was called Samus Returns, and it was for the 3DS. So, but it was like all modernized in 3D and stuff. This game is in the style of the older Metroid games, as you can tell from its pixelated.
It's flat.
Yeah, it's like 2D side-scrolling Metroid, which is great. This is my old file. As you can see, I've got tons of energy tanks and only one Metroid left. It's toward the end of the game, but we're not gonna do that. We're gonna do a normal game because New Game Plus is not what it normally is. It's something else.
Oh, there's a randomizer version too.
Yeah, and this game has a randomizer, which if you like those, then you'll like this game. So like what? Okay, hold on. Metroids. Numerous incidents in the past have brought to light the highly destructive power of these life forms, spreading fear across all known planetary systems. This is Samus speaking, I assume. Hoping to secure peace in the galaxy, the Galactic Federation orders the extermination of the Metroid species. I was the best candidate for the job. Once again, I find myself standing alone against the Metroid menace. What horrors await me within the depths of their home world? She's such a badass. Like it's so hard trying to nail a feminine voice that doesn't sound like a damsel in distress when I'm AMAB, you know? Like, but like try to nail down a feminine sounding voice that is also badass, like not like weak, just feminine. Like she's not masculine at all.
I think there's.
She's all woman, baby. But
I think there's like negative association with being quiet, being weak and feminine. You know, there's the silent strong type for a reason.
Right.
And it's not just men. So I don't know a whole ton about the Metroid games. We watched a bunch of lore. I had Super Metroid for the only console I had growing up, which was the Super Nintendo. But the last time I tried to play that game, I barely knew how to read. I didn't really understand what was going on.
There's not much to read in Super Metroid anyway. It's pretty environmental storytelling, so you probably did okay, right?
No, I was like
Oh, no.
small and the music scared me. I got like traumatized. It was the first time video game music like conveyed a negative emotion in me. So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Metroid was the first game to scare me with the music too, but I played it the original just Metroid on the NES, and before then I was all accustomed to happy songs like beeps and boops, like the Mario games, like do 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 do, you know, like
Yeah, like the happy sounds.
exactly. Like I was not accustomed to like how scary songs could sound, and like looking back at it now, it's hilarious because the music on the NES was just so bad. Like to be scared by something like that, like as an adult, would be fucking pathetic. But it was my first experience with a scary game. I think Metroid was my first scary game. And the game that's supposed to be scary, I should say, and not a game that just scared me because it was insane.
Yeah.
Or the Oregon Trail scared me, and
Oh really?
yeah, I talked about that on another episode. It didn't scare me as much as this other poor kid, but it, like traumatized him really bad. Like, all right, but anyway, this was my first scary game. It was my game. Oh, speaking of firsts, here's our first Metroid Menace. This is the larval Metroid. Scanning bioform.
So.
This is the Alpha Metroid, right?
Alpha, okay.
The Alpha Metroid has gained immunity to cold temperatures. They're no longer weak to the ice beam. Oops. The loss of several nuclei within its green membrane has left it vulnerable to concussive weaponry. I don't know why, because that doesn't make sense. A plated exoskeleton partially covers it. This organism emerges from the molting of its larval form. Though aggressive, it's relatively weak at this stage, and its new appendages have yet to grow to their full length and strength. So, these logbooks did not exist in the original game. The game didn't tell you fucking anything. You had to figure out everything on your own. Like, you were
just saying environmental storytelling, right?
Yeah.
Figuring out
you have to figure it out on your own, and like you can also pay attention to certain things in the game that are just passive, but you'll figure it out as you go along. Like pay attention to the world music as we run around, and like see if you try to remember what the music sounds like every time you hear it. Anyway, let's finish this guy off here. So like another thing that this game does that the original game didn't have was, y'all listening to this music right now? It's kind of a bop, ain't it? Well, these Metroids didn't used to have music like that. They had, there was just this weird beeping sound. It was like diddly 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 diddly.
That's scary.
The creators of this game decided they would take that sound and turn it into a song, which is great. It just made it the main melody of an actual boss-sounding music. Yes, and the earthquakes. So every time you kill all the Metroids in an area, you can move. The lava moves, allowing you access to the next area.
Okay.
So, the massive cave system is located between two tectonic plates, largely flooded by an extremely dense and caustic substance similar to magma. The recent earthquake has altered the cave layout, and the hazardous substance is drained to the lower levels. The cause of the earthquake is unknown. It's killing Metroids. Initial orbital scan of SR388 detected no instability within this region, which is your hint that the problem is you. Like, you're the instability. You don't belong in this ecosystem. Things are getting fucked as you come through here killing Metroids.
Hashtag PETA campaign, am I right?
Right? So, like, that was the, just basically the tutorial. Like, that's your target, that's what you're here to do. You're here to kill Metroids. So now we're gonna make our way to Area 1.
Well, I like to name the creatures, because I do that. I rename the creatures in all the games that we play, like ever, even before we YouTube.
Yeah.
So,
That's rude. That's transphobic.
What?
I'm just kidding.
Oh no!
You guys like that names, but I was just kidding.
No. Well, it's
Like refusing to respect their chosen name. That is what I mean. Like, yeah, but they didn't choose it. Some scientist somewhere did. So it's not the same.
So like, I'm like giving them a name that's cute.
It's not the same. I'm just messing with it.
Okay. Well, we are trans friendly on this channel.
Yes, we are definitely trans friendly on this channel. Or I like wouldn't have called you out. You know?
Fate called me out.
I would just, yeah, like when people change their names because they're gender.
You know what? I identify as a they, and anybody who says the attack helicopter thing better watch out.
Yeah, like, I will block the hell out of you out of this, on this channel. Like,
I was gonna say I have missiles down there. Like, you better watch out.
Missiles? What do you mean?
Don't attack helicopters with missiles.
Oh yeah. Oh, I thought you were like. That's funny. They mostly have the machine guns.
Oh,
like
okay.
they can be specially outfitted with missiles sometimes, but most attack helicopters have guns.
I see. Okay, well, mine are missiles. Those are Philly fish. The things that are falling out of the sky, right there. Those are tube snakes.
Tube snakes?
Tube snakes.
Oh my god, that's adorable. Except it kind of sounds like tube steak, which is something else.
My hometown had a place that kept closing that was like hot dog, and then one time they were like, Charles, tube snakes, or tube steak. Tube steaks, I mean. Yeah. And I was like, ew, what the fuck is that? That sounds disgusting.
It is disgusting.
These are,
It's so disgusting that it's one of the most vulgar euphemisms for a penis as well.
These are face rays.
Face rays, yeah, because they're like face huggers, man rays. I get where you're going. How come you can stand in the lava?
The other ones are side flies.
Oh, because you're from here, I guess.
Because they fly sideways. I'm not very creative.
Side flies. Well, to be fair, I don't know what they're called either. They're not in the logbook. So.
The frogs.
And they didn't. Oh, man.
What's this?
Oh man, this room gives me fucking PTSD flashbacks, like deja vu, and I don't remember why.
Oh.
No, yeah, this room's scary as shit, and I can't remember why. We'll come back to it. Let's see, where are we going now? Should I go after the Metroids first, or should I go? Yeah, and I'm gonna go to the Golden Temple.
Watch out for the spurchins.
Spurchins?
Space urchins.
What about spurchins, because they're purple?
Spurchins? I like that space purple urchins. Perpchins. Okay, that's it. The frogs.
Everything's from space, so we don't have
Oh yeah, that's true. What the fuck was that?
Well, actually, it's not from space. It's from a planet.
Gotcha.
So it's not. This isn't space.
Oh, okay.
We're on a planet.
That's true.
So we're not in outer space.
Well, that's a grab me gotcha. The frogs we saw earlier, chompy frogs.
Okay, so welcome to the first area,
What is
the
that
Golden
nipple bat?
Temple. That it's harmless. It just flies in a circle.
It's a nipple bat.
Yeah, pretty scary, right?
So scary.
We don't have any power-ups yet, so I can't explore the upper part of the temple. So let's come into the first main area here, and then we're gonna drop down here, come through here to try to grab an energy tank. Oh, no, need bombs.
So,
hold on.
if it wasn't apparent by my silly and frivolous demeanor, I don't know a whole ton about Metroid, but I did watch a video explaining the lore of Metroid.
Yes.
So, we'll discuss that.
We watched, it was like a catch-up video for, like, if you are gonna start your Metroid series with Dread, then which comes out on October 8th, you guys fucking be ready. I'm gonna be playing it on my channel, but we watched like a lore video that went through all the Metroid games, and this one was weird because it made Metroid Prime canon because of some shit in the other Metroid 2 remake that I was talking about, the one that Nintendo made on the 3DS. They added a fight with Ridley to that game where Ridley has cybernetic enhancements that he only has in the Prime series. So there's like this big fan conspiracy theory going on right now that they're gonna try to retcon Metroid Prime to make it canon somehow.
I see. And
work her into the story. And this video that we watched just kind of went with that and like just like said, yeah, Nintendo will do that. And
I mean, it made everything make sense.
Yeah, it made sense, right? Like it was pretty good, like theorycraft. Alright, so let's.
So we'll talk about like the lore that I learned about. I won't just be annoyingly frivolous the whole time. I promise.
You're good, man.
So I do know that these games are inspired by
the alien series.
The alien series of the xenomorphs. Those face rays are like a dead shout out to
the facehuggers. Oh yeah, definitely. Like fucking this game I think was Miyamoto and Itoi's baby. Shigesato Itoi and I can't remember his first name, but Miyamoto is the president.
Miyamoto?
Huh?
Isn't it Hidezaki Miyamoto?
Yeah, something like that. I can't remember and I don't want to be wrong.
If I am, I'm sorry.
But anyway, like they are very open about their love for the Alien franchise and how this game inspired.
Yeah. Well, I might accidentally call her Ripley because of that.
Yeah, because of that. Yeah, that makes sense. Samus is basically Nintendo Ripley, let's be honest. Except she's got a way cool... Like, Samus is less afraid of the aliens because she's got a fucking power suit and a bunch of, like, powers and shit, you know?
Yeah, she's fucking ready. Like, Ripley was just, like, supposed to, like, discover a new place humanity could colonize, and then they kept bringing her back after she died to keep fighting them, and she's like, I wasn't even supposed to do this originally. What the fuck? Like...
Okay, so we got those powers there. I think I get the charge beam in this level, but I need to go this way. Yeah, the charge beam is usually one of the first items you get, like, right after bombs, so... what's in here?
So, her parents die and are killed by Ridley.
Yeah, Ridley, exactly, like...
Who I thought was just big, scary space pterodactyl.
Yeah, like, I remember when you were first, talking about what you knew about Metroid, and you're like, and then the fucking pterodactyl guy comes out of nowhere and steals the baby, and I was like, do you mean Ridley? You're like, no, the pterodactyl guy.
Yeah, because I thought you were saying Ripley, but like slightly wrong, but you were like, that's the pterodactyl.
Yeah, you thought I was saying Ridley wrong, because, yeah.
Because I knew this was kind of alien inspired, and that's like all I really knew. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that scene is like forever in my mind from Super Metroid when I was a kid, because like, you know, I'm playing this game and it's like weird and it's like space and you float down this cute little, I think her ship was red in that one.
Yeah.
And it looked just like her helmet.
It was supposed to. It was supposed to be orange, but the Super Nintendo's color palette looked more red.
See. Yeah, I thought she just flew down in like a giant version of her helmet because that's what it looked like.
Right.
And I thought it was gonna be a cute, fun game.
Big, tasty power-ups.
And then this scary dinosaur shows up and steals the blob baby. And I was like really upset. And
Samus's only baby. Oh, she was the first thing it saw when it was hatched, and it thought
it imprinted on her.
Yeah, and they're not evil by nature.
They just consume, right? Because that's like they're genetic, like they were genetically crafted for that reason, right?
Yeah. Well, they're hungry.
They were supposed to.
I mean, they gotta eat something.
They were supposed to eat a virus, right?
A parasite, actually. They were created for. Well, those are big spoilers because that doesn't get revealed until Metroid 4. And honestly, I think it was a retcon. If we're being real, because they needed a threat scarier than Metroids to keep the series from like just stagnating. Yeah, exactly. So that's the spider ball. I can't get it from here.
But if we're gonna go along with that canon, I guess they kind of do look like giant antibodies.
Yeah, def.
When they're babies, at least.
I
mean, not these babies. These babies are like little like war boars. They look like war boars. But
what the
one you just fought?
Oh, the larvas, war boars. Cute.
Like something out of Magic
like,
the Gathering.
Kind of cute, I guess.
Yeah,
you could
they're
say
cute.
That.
They're like a derpy tub toy of like a Magic the Gathering card or something. But
okay, where am I going? Up.
But like Yeah, he steals the blob baby, and like I never really got past that part, so like I remember having like random story anxiety, wondering whatever happened to that baby and if it ever got back to its space mode.
Oh no! How did you feel when you found out what happened?
Well, I didn't find out what happened until like recently.
Yeah,
so
when we watched the video, yeah.
That was a butt bat.
Yeah, butt bat. That's like a scavenger thing. That like it's like another environmental storytelling thing.
Or a butt fly. We already have nipple bats. Okay, that's a butt fly.
Oh
Because it looks like a mix between a fly and a bat, but its face is on its butt. So those are butt flies.
You're so weird. Okay, so with that, I can get up here to get this Metroid.
I'm just doing what our great explorers did once upon a time, but instead of Latin, I'm using dumbass. Like,
here be Metroids.
look at it.
Gotcha, bitch. Alright, there's one down. 3
Nice.
left to go in the first area. I think I got all the upgrades here.
I like the spider ball. It kind of just treats the map like it's a train track and you're just rolling on
Exactly. As long as it's connected by something and you don't take damage, that's also important. You take damage, it cancels the morph ball.
it. Oof. Look
I
out
mean,
for the nipple bat.
the spider ball doesn't cancel the morph ball itself. You just fall.
So the morph ball makes her a contortionist, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's magic.
Magic.
Chozo magic.
Chosen's have magic as well as science.
Well,
technomancers?
it's science. It's just science we don't understand, so it's magic.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like to them, it's science. Yeah.
Yeah. He's like looking at his hands, and I feel like it's gotta be a meme where he's like, "Fuck, I forgot my phone at home."
I'm gonna go ahead and save here before I
So
go
those-
to Metroid Land.
Are these squiggles that are on the map like written language?
It's like Chozo language, but so like the nerds have translated it, the nerds TM, but it's not full because the only ones they can it's a direct written transcription. It's not a whole ass language. It's just this squiggle means A, this squiggle means B. And they only found that because there's one scan in this game that you find that has it's Chozo in Chozo first, and then you find it. Your power suit translates it.
Oh, so they're like, oh, this means C.
Yeah, because like once they figured out what meant what, they were able to like to determine what the
I see.
yeah what the letters were.
Go for the nipple bat.
Yep. Okay, come on. There's 3 Metroids in this little area right here.
So
Let's get this one first.
That's bad plant, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, the logbook country. So these are the breeding grounds. This area spans a custom-built ecosystem that favors the growth of Metroids. The terrain itself is dangerous. Tendrils growing along the ground release extremely corrosive chemicals. Opportunistic predators and scavengers can recognize this as an ideal feeding ground, taking advantage of injured or dead animals. The presence of at least one Metroid is expected when venturing in these habitats, because Metroids love dangerous places. That's their whole thing. The tendrils are determined to be of artificial origin. Synthesized through technologically advanced methods, they absorb nutrients from dead matter. Which means these are the Chozo's fault, too.
Oh my god, could they just not?
Well, this is one of the things they were looking for to contain the X-Parasite, because they were the only ones that knew about the X-Parasite. They were the only ones that could see him.
What if we make a Venus fly Ivy?
Pretty much, I guess. I'm not sure what the idea behind this particular defense was, but... Gotcha, bitch.
Get the warboard.
It does kind of look like a boar, like a floating boar.
Yeah, and it's like armored, so like, you know, like a war elephant, or, you know.
Yeah. The charge beam attracts the power-ups.
Oh, that's cool.
Cute, right? It's cool
like
and
that.
cute. It's both. Because they're like, oh, shiny. But no, it's like a little magnet, I guess.
I like it.
Alright, so that's 2 left in this area.
So, like, I mentioned that scene was, like, in my head from time to time as a kid, but, another reason why is, like, I've mentioned other, episodes of stuff that, like, my parents were kind of weird religious people that would take away our one, like, video game system at the time.
Yeah.
And, like...
Oh, so bombs don't count as concussive? Okay.
Oh, that's
Missiles
dumb.
only.
Missiles only, so it needs
Bombs
to be...
are concussive weapons in
so it needs
Metroid
to be
Prime.
propelled concussion, I guess.
I guess.
But, my parents' tiny little shack of a house was made out of ash wood, which is horrible at retaining paint. The paint will chip off over time.
Yeah.
And the ceiling in my parents' room looked like the scene with Ridley stealing the baby Metroid. Mm-hmm. The pattern the paint chipped in. So, like, if
wait, like literally, like it was art?
Like, literally, the way it peeled was in the shape of, like, a space pterodactyl stealing a baby Metroid.
Like somebody did that on purpose?
No, it
like,
was
or
just
just
the way
looked
it
like that.
naturally happened.
Oh shit!
And
that must have been scary.
It was when I was really small, but like as I got older, I was like, whatever happened to that game? Like,
it's only one of the best video games ever made.
Yeah, I meant like in my house. I was not really able to find a lot of the games. My parents were also hoarders on top of being fanatic religious people. Sometimes OCD like that just kind of goes hand in hand and is genetically passed down, which I have admitted on a recording or two that I have as well. It goes along with ADHD as well.
New earthquake.
But yeah, so like I could go in there and look up and see the scary thing that scared me as a kid.
I'm sorry. You got scared.
No, it's okay. The one on my ceiling, though, the part that looked like the baby Metroid in the test tube was kind of like a little bit cuter than the actual Metroid, though. Because the way the paint chipped, eventually over time, it looked like it evolved into a baby duck inside a test tube.
So Ridley was just kidnapping a baby duck.
Yeah.
Oh.
Eventually.
That's not as scary.
At first it was like a little blob, but then it like got a head.
Man, I would have loved to see something that looks like that.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
That's probably like the only cool thing about that house.
So that is it for right now for area 1 of the game.
And that's so fast.
Yeah, I mean I played this game a lot, and I just played it again recently. So it kind of happens. And also I have a map. I'll come clean with you guys and talk about that. I'm using a map that I printed out myself and like fucking marked it up with Pepe Silvio ass looking arrows and stuff. I'll probably make it the thumbnail so you guys can see it. It's got like arrows everywhere and labels and shit telling me where all the Metroids and items are and stuff. So maybe I'll show you guys in the fuck yeah, that's right, this asshole. Scanning mechanism.
Flashback?
Yes, I told you this room was scary. So okay, this is the Ancient Guardian. This entry deploys spiked barriers and corners targets into its firing range. Due to the archaic design constraints, it only operates at low power, preventing the simultaneous use of its shield and its mobility systems. Its arsenal consists of energy weapons with unique patterns. Yeah, they're color-coded to tell you how to dodge them. And once again, one of the... it's intentionally designed with that flaw because the Chozo would be so smart that they'd figure it out like that. So, but anybody else would get destroyed by this thing before they had a chance to figure out how it works. But the Chozo would be like, oh, purple means this, obviously, because of all our lore. Like, exactly, I don't know, like...
So they didn't really plan anybody outside their race to come here.
No, they did. This is meant to kill them.
No,
if they did.
like on like a goodwill mission or something. Like only they would know.
They would probably meet them ahead before that they got to the security to be able to warn them. Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, let's get you through security. You know.
Yeah, it's a good thing she was raised by them then. After her parents died.
No, she's not defeating this the regular way. She's defeating this with just badassery, pure badassery.
Yeah, but like, would she even have a chance if she wasn't injected with their DNA? I'm wondering.
I think she'd have a chance in the power suit. Like a human in the power suit probably would have a chance. Yes, because the power suit's badass.
Do you think that when
what I'm confused about is how all this equipment, everything in the world is basically compatible with her power suit because the Chozo made it, right? Mm-hmm. Why doesn't this have a thing to disable it?
Yeah.
That she could just put her arm cannon in the socket and it would read it and be like, okay, and disable.
I guess they made the suit after this, probably.
Oh yeah, good point. That's a good point. They did make but then they made the power suit to be compatible with things that already
Maybe
existed.
This the planet that she was raised on?
Maybe she didn't get the first power suit. Maybe they already had power suits and then designed one for her human body.
Oh yeah, because like if they were made for Chozo bodies, they'd be different.
Yeah, she wouldn't be able to wear it because it wouldn't fit her.
Yeah, and she was like.
So they probably just made a custom human one
for
her, and they had power suits before.
Yeah.
Okay.
It seems like from the lore she was like their only.
Oh wait, hold on. I'm stupid. The answer's right here. The robot was calibrated to detect foreign creatures bearing stolen equipment.
Oh,
so it's because I stole some shit from the first area, those power-ups that I got, and it's reading stolen. That I have them because it's quote-unquote stolen.
I see.
Yeah, alright. So recent earthquakes seem to have damaged the traction of the unit and spiked barriers. Despite these complications, it remains a considerable threat. Oh, that's their reason why the spikes don't just crush me immediately. Because they're damaged by the earthquakes. Gotcha. Alright, here we go. Let's rock, bitch! So blue means watch out directly behind it. Orange is jump. Blue directly underneath it. Purple is morphball. Green is jump, but if it's too close, you have to be directly under it with green. Yeah, be directly under it. Yellow is... Oh, no, yellow is jump. That's right.
It reminds me of the fan of
Green is... Orange is jump.
But like a prima donna version.
Green is be underneath it, damn it. Orange is jump. Purple is morphball. Green is be underneath it, damn it. Purple is don't be underneath it. Okay. Gotcha. Wow, it's almost like I've done this before. Alright, so hold on a sec. Nope.
Try again.
Nope.
Maybe with one of the lower areas. Oh.
Hang on. I have an idea.
Perfect.
I need the high jump ASAP. So let's see what the hell was up there where this thing came from, huh?
Yeah, do you think that her intellect was mutated as well to be like more intelligent?
I think not. I think she was already just incredibly smart. Even as a little girl, she was really smart.
She seemed empathic from the lore that we learned about. Like, she thought that Ridley would not be mean to the people of her settlement if she became his friend.
Yeah.
And then he...
we saw how that worked out for her, huh?
Yeah, and then he, like, killed her parents. And...
Yeah, because it's funny.
Yeah.
Because it was funny is why. Because, like, oh, yeah, we'll be friends. And, like, yeah, come on, let's hang out. And then fucking... Oh, by the way, I killed your parents.
Yeah, and, like, killed everybody else and almost killed her. So, like, he sucks.
Damn it. Yeah, Ridley definitely sucks.
But, like... Okay, I'm gonna argue on the side of a child here. Like, I also used to think things like, if you're nice enough to somebody, it'll also make them a nice person too.
It is possible to do without the spring ball, but I don't want to come back here if I can avoid it.
Yeah. Also, what kid wouldn't want to be friends with a giant talking dinosaur?
I wouldn't.
What? You never went through a dinosaur
I'd be
phase?
scared. I'd be terrified.
Oh man, I love dinosaurs.
The fuck?
Land Before Time, Barney, all that shit when I was a kid.
Oh man. Alright, I need the spring ball.
Oof.
Okay. Let's make our way to Area 2 now, since we just got Area 1 knocked out.
For the side flies.
Yep.
Oh no!
No, the face ray got me.
The face ray!
Yeah, so yeah, Ridley killed her parents because he thought it was funny that she how naive that she was.
Yeah, I don't think. All right, I think it's just I don't know. I don't always like the word naive because some people like to make it synonymous with like being stupid when it's just more like.
Well, I think Ridley definitely thought that it was the same as being stupid.
It's not though.
Considering it resulted in her parents being killed, so like, yeah, I mean, if you go purely by results mind, it was probably a stupid decision.
By victim blame mind.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Like, she sounds like she was an underdeveloped empath as a kid. I can make this person nice if I am nice to them. Maybe
she's still pretty empathic.
Yeah.
Like she
Maybe
knows what
friend.
these Metroids are capable of, and then
yeah, she's just like a burned out, closed off one from all the stuff all the shit she's been through.
Come on.
Like she's been really mistreated by humans.
Come on. I missed it by a little bit.
That's such a cool trick, though. I like that the bombs are not, like, limited.
Fuck.
Ah, shit.
I can do this. I've done it multiple times before. It's because I'm recording. Alright. Give me just a second, you guys. First try. Alright, let's go. Nailed it. Let's get out of here. Don't mind the difference in what the timer probably says from a second ago. That was literally 1 second ago and you missed nothing. Let's make our way on to Area 2 now.
Jellyfish. What are those?
I'll look at it. It looks like a goblin, flying goblin, kind of. Flying crab, I guess?
Oblins. They look like owl goblins.
Oblins?
Oblins.
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
I don't like goblins.
You like Tube Snake, though.
I don't like Tube Snake either. What are you talking about?
Which one's the worst one so far? Is it the
Scanning
butt
environment. 7 Metroids. Just 7 Metroids in this area, you guys. Wish me luck.
I wish you all the luck. No, what?
I'm just kidding. Let's go. Let's. Oh fuck!
Oh,
I forgot about him. Oh goddamn, that scared me. Fucking jump scare. I played this game before. I knew that was gonna happen, and it still got me. All right, let's go.
You got him.
Yeah, I got him pretty good. That's what you get for scaring me, you shitbird. Alright.
Spiny.
Okay, so welcome to the
Spiny
Hydro
spiders.
Station. Spiny spiders?
Spiny spiders.
Is that what they are? Okay, so welcome to the Hydro Station. There is a missile tank up here, I believe.
By the way,
That I can
rate
just
my
grab
animal
real quick.
names in the comments below.
Yes, please.
Butt
I could
flies.
use comments about that. Butt flies, yeah. You don't have to say it every time, though. Just so you know, that's like optional. I didn't know if you knew that.
It's more of like I'm warning you by telling you the thing that's there.
Well, those aren't violent, so.
Oh, they aren't?
No,
Okay.
they're like they're one of the only non-violent creatures.
Do they hurt you if you touch them though?
No.
Oh.
In fact, you can fall on them and it will like slowly carry you to the ground because you're too heavy for it to keep flying with you, but not so heavy that it'll crash.
Oh.
But I don't want to do that because that means I have to do the spider ball bullshit all over again.
Yeah.
It's for the randomizer if you don't have the space jump yet and you need to get to certain areas to get it.
So you use the butt flies.
The space jump is the one that lets me keep jumping when I'm in the air using that.
Oh, okay.
You know, she goes whoosh.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with the screw attack, which is the one that does damage when you jump into things. Or the high jump, which just makes you jump high. Obviously, it's what it is in the name. So I did this the long way because there's Metroid here. Let's go. Damn it. Gotcha, bitch. There's never any treasure in the Metroid rooms. The real treasure was the Metroids you found along the way.
Aww.
Alright, Shit. Okay.
Space.
You're gonna get in my way. I really need the high jump ASAP. But we're gonna go get another cool thing first. Ah, I hate you. I'm fucking putting a missile up your ass. There you go. Let's go. We're gonna go get another fun item that's actually completely optional in this game. And you ready for a fun boss fight?
Mm-hmm. What do those flowers do to you?
If I don't hit them with 5 missiles, which is a fucking lot, they spew out angry bugs when you get close that like home in on you and chase you. It doesn't do a lot of damage, it's just annoying. Okay, so let's get our first optional boss of this run.
The exorcism of bug bros.
Alright, so the red door means there's usually an item behind it, and it's like, what? There's nothing there in this guy's hand this time. Why could that be? Why did the door lock behind me? What's happening? Oh shit, it's this guy. Oop, log entry. Arachnus. He's a territorial organism. Its armored hide is very resistant and requires at least a high voltage discharge to harm it. Luckily, there's electrical shit in the room that we're in right now. Attacking with anything less will only agitate the creature, which you have to do. That's part of the fight. When enraged, it will roll into a ball and attempt to ram its aggressor. Sound familiar? Bombs might be able to propel it in this state, just like it would. They shouldn't have put bombs might be able to propel it in this state. They should have left it at it rolls into a ball and for you to figure out, like, oh, when I'm a ball, you know, and they shouldn't have said bombs. But anyway, its saliva has flammable properties, and its claws can vibrate at high frequencies to launch sonic waves. Scans detected as acquired a Chozo relic, granting it unnatural vigor. So it took what was on the statue, and now that's why it's got powers now because of that.
It's basically a Smeagol mole.
Kind of, yeah. Let's take care of it.
That stole your precious. Get it back.
Ow.
If you shoot a missile in its mouth when it screams at you, is it extra damage points?
No, I don't think so.
No.
DPS boost! Oh. Shit! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh. That was close. I'm doing the boop boops.
Anyways,
You hear
I
it?
remember that noise. I died a lot when I tried to play this game. Well, not this game.
Not this game, but
the
Metroid
series,
in general. Yeah, I got you. So that's the spring ball. Guess what it does? Boink, boink.
Boink.
Yep, I can.
You go boink.
Yep, I can jump as the morph ball now. That's it. That's why it's optional, because if you remember, bombs do the same thing. They're just more difficult to use.
Those abs, though.
Oh yeah. Samus is fucking stacked, dude. Samus has been doing nothing but work out her entire life. Like, even when she was a little girl, she was like, she was like a slave, right, or something like that, or like a colonist that had that everybody worked, even the kids worked.
Yeah, I think they were like, from what it sounded like, they were like an experimental colony. So like everybody's like hunting, gathering, like farming to survive.
Yeah.
And then this dude comes along and goes a little rip.
All the ways to phrase what Ridley does to Samus and her parents.
I so empathize with her thought process though, because like, okay, I didn't really understand like media when I was small enough to think like that, but I do remember telling my mom that I thought maybe if someone just loved like Emperor Palpatine, he wouldn't be such a bad guy anymore.
Oh my god, that is so cute! You're such an innocent babby, oh my god.
She just like laughs really hard at me and was like, that's not how it works. I was like, well, what if I think he's handsome? Like, because I thought maybe I could change the movie if I like gave him.
Oh, like if you.
If I like, I don't know, spirit bombed him with affection.
Ow, what the?
I guess.
Oh, those are the bads. That's what I. Those are the things that plant spits out if
That's
you don't
not
kill
nice. God, there's just everything in here.
it. Yeah.
This
place kind of
ecosystem
sucks.
Yeah. How come they don't all like eat each other? I'm not seeing anything eat each other.
Because they don't taste as good as you do. I don't fucking know. Let's.
I like the games where like things eat each other because it's more realistic instead of you just being the sole target.
That happens in Monster Hunter. Like, you'll be after, like, a monster, and a fucking much bigger monster will just show up and start eating the thing you're trying to hunt, and it's like, oh, wait, that's mine!
Yeah, by the way, I know I was, like, really inexperienced playing that game, but I don't know if you know how much I loved playing that game when I experienced it for the first time with you.
Monster Hunter, oh my god, it's an experience, dude. It's not just a game.
It's like, it's the closest thing I'm ever gonna get to like Jurassic Park being real, and there's still a small part of me that really loves dinosaurs and things like dinosaurs and stuff like that.
Aww.
So like, that was a cool experience. It felt like Jurassic Park, but like magical.
Wait, hold on a sec, how do I get that? I guess I come back for that? Okay. Yeah, right, this place I hate that guy. What do you want to call him? Monkey Spider?
Monkey Spider.
Yeah, well, he sucks. Because he takes a lot of damage and does a lot of damage. So I had to use my dang missiles, which are usually reserved for Metroids. But that guy is tough enough to deserve it.
So these different tiles mean different things, right?
Oh yeah, okay, so that orange one right there means bombs. The tiles are indicated, if they're breakable, it'll tell you how.
Okay, so
this one right here at the top of that circle means
spheres.
gravity. You just have to stand on that. It's rubble. It's like rubble.
Rubble.
The orange ones mean bombs, and I'll show you other ones as
we progress.
as we get them. Here's the wave beam, so now I can go through objects like walls.
Oh.
My beam now. There's like several beam upgrades that you get, and they just all kind of stack onto each other and it makes them do more things, not more damage. Just see how I just shot that guy through the wall. Right, cool, huh? All right, so alright, go through here, go through here.
Little like Chedzo heads. The Cheds.
The Cheds. hate you. Alright, what is here? There's a Metroid down there.
I think that's what they call the hybrid thing in like Spy Kids too.
What?
There's so like, did you ever watch the Spy Kid movies?
Probably because of like how fucking culturally prominent they were, but I couldn't tell you what was.
Okay, so in the second movie, Steve Buscemi is like a scientist on a...
Steve Buscemi?
Steve Buscemi.
High jump boots!
Ooh!
Now I can jump. I got big jump. Yes.
Big jump.
Big jump.
Steve Buscemi's a like scientist on an island somewhere, and his whole thing is like, he's like a more wholesome version of like, you know, the evil dad in Full Metal Alchemist that turns his dog into a thing.
He's not evil,
He's
okay?
evil.
No, he... Wasn't he trying to save his daughter?
No.
Oh, never mind, he's evil. I thought he was like...
No, he was being pressured by the government to come up with a new thing for war or whatever, and he decided, what if I play God and just turn my daughter and dog into the new thing?
Wait, was that the one that tried to pass it off as animals only, and then it spoke, and people were like, "What?"
Yeah, because she and the dog recognized Edward and how nice he was.
And it's Edward, yeah, like the meme. Alright, I remember now. Okay.
And she was like, "I'm in pain. Like, please kill me." Like a little girl and dog are begging me to kill them because they're in pain. Yeah. But, like, this guy was, like, a more wholesome version of that dude. So, like, Steve Buscemi's character was supposed to come up with new animals that people could use for, like, espionage or whatever. And he had something that they called monkey spiders because it was a, like, ape top.
Shit.
Like a Planet of the Apes ripped, almost human-level sentience monkey top torso with tarantula spider bottom.
The fuck?
So it was like a monkey spider centaur.
That's creepy. So that's what those things look like to you?
I mean, I just remembered that was a thing in a movie, but yeah, maybe like the alien version. And these guys are little like giraffe dragons that you just shot.
Cool.
Yeah.
Giraffe dragons. I think those ones are machine or...
Yeah, I've been renaming everything.
More missiles.
One of these days, I think I want to do like a stream of No Man's Sky, like you've been doing. By the way, check those out if you haven't been watching them.
Yeah, I play every now and then. It's such a good game. If you would have asked me when it first came out if you should buy it, I'd have gotten real angry because of how disappointed I was with what was promised versus what was delivered. But over time, with several gigantic free updates, that game is actually one of the best games I've ever played now. So give it a shot if you haven't already, and you're not like too burned by their initial release, because I forgive them.
I think companies like that who want to like do right by their fans are redeemable.
But they're like, holy shit, we're so sorry. Like, we'll make it better. And
sometimes I get it. Like, games have a lot more planned than they can actually deliver on, but they still did a better job of redeeming themselves than Cyberpunk did.
Yes, I don't know. Cyberpunk's just like, whatever, we tried.
It wasn't even the same game that they released the trailer for when I was in high school.
Yeah.
Like, the trailer from when I was in high school was more like...
In 1857?
Yeah. Yeah, back when we had the whirligigs. Well, people have seen my face now, so they know I'm at least, I guess, I don't know, how old am I? 40.
We'll just leave
40.
it. 40?
40?
Nah.
No, I look younger than that. But yeah, in 1857.
God, that's like something they don't tell you when you become I mean
what?
Nothing.
But anyway, so
they'll tell you like that you have to come up with how old you are on your own because it doesn't match anymore.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about my
Alright, fuck this guy. I'm out of here. No! Giraffe snake things.
Dragons.
Okay.
I don't know. That works. That works too well.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Draft dragons. We'll just leave it there.
Did I get the Metroid down here? No, I didn't. Okay.
Guess you better
We
get
gotta get out here and go to the outside.
When I was in 1854 and the first trailer for Cyberpunk, what is it? Cyberpunk
2077, I think?
2077. There's too many dates I'm talking about right now. My ancient minds can't take them all. Like, it was like Detroit Become Human, but like more of like a dystopian Blade Runner vibe, and then they turned it into just future GTA.
I hate vertical platforms.
This looks annoying.
This is anti-gravity. Except not in a fun, cool way. Thank you. Alright. Then up. Up.
Alright, we were talking about No Man's Sky before we got on this, but my ancient mind just can't keep track of things anymore.
Right.
But if I do a No Man's Sky, I totally want to like just do a stream where I like rename everything in an area no one's touched, like silly, frivolous, dumb shit.
I have on my base star, I have a whole ass ranch full of creatures that I don't have names for. So.
Oh, could I guest star for that and name them?
There are angry sentinels there, so just be ready to run back to your ship if anything bad happens. But yeah, I'll let you run around and scan all the monsters and name them.
I'm ready for that.
Where does this go again? Oh, straight across. It's just a shortcut, but I'll take the save point. Sorry, y'all. Every time I pause the game, if I don't move the map around, it's because I'm looking at my big map.
The Pepe Sylvia map.
Yeah.
Jellyfish.
Yep.
They're so cute.
They are, right?
I like that they're amphibious.
Amphibious.
They can be in the land and the dry.
Do you mean amphibious?
Or the wet and the dry. Oops.
Do you mean amphibious?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm like so busy making up frivolous words, I'm forgetting what human language actually is.
You like forgot what the
real world is. Yeah, that too.
Oh yeah, that's just the quick travel, which we don't have access to yet. I think there's a Metroid in here. Yep, there he is.
Barely in it. I mean, oops, what? Don't talk about that on this channel.
We don't sparkle.
No, don't
That's for sure.
sparkle.
It's Spooktober, it's fine. People think we're joking.
I do need lots of iron though, if anybody's willing to donate some of theirs.
It's okay, people just think we're joking.
No one needs to know the truth. Dun. Speaking of, we have like a spooky Sims idea lined up.
Oh yeah, but that's gonna be on your channel.
Yeah, it is. But I mean, I don't know. I'm hoping you'll be there and help me like plan it. Maybe we'll get someone to die at the party, at the Halloween party, so that the Grim Reaper shows up as a guest.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
That's fucked up.
We'll just have to like...
Just sacrifice somebody.
Yeah, just put them in a bathtub, in a swimming pool, and then take the ladder out.
Except now, in the newer games, if they're old enough, they have upper body strength to just, get out.
Just do it to a kid. Duh. I mean, what?
I don't think I want to put
I'm sorry,
child death on my
that's
channel.
awful. I'm a horrible person. Don't.
It's a little dark.
Well, I don't think you can kill the kids in that game, can you?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, your baby can. You can cook your baby.
You can cook your baby in Sims 2.
Wario suit, baby, my first suit upgrade.
In Sims 3, the toddler.
This will make it so I can. Go through hot or cold areas, and I take less damage. Yeah, my shoulders are buff. Look at my shoulders now. I've got the best shoulders.
I've got all the delts, if that's even what that is.
Well,
No, it's the traps. Trapezius, that's it.
Okay. So, we got that. I guess that's all the main upgrades, and now it's time to go find the rest of these Metroids. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 3.
Spiders.
Yep. That's definitely what those are called. Ow.
They look like spiders in the spiders.
I take so much less damage now. I can just like walk through monsters and get hit if I want to. It's fine.
That's 'cause
But I still don't have the gravity suit, so I'm still slowed down by water.
My names are so creative. If you want to rank them, feel free.
Yeah, rank them in the comments below, you guys. What's the best the most creative name so far?
Yeah.
We're still only 40 minutes in game time. That's not bad. Okay, we're almost done with the You like it that much?
Yeah, like it's under your skin, but in like a good way.
Ah, shit.
I really like theremin and synthy music though. Like, when Stranger Things came out, like, oh my god, I fell in love with that show just from the music. Which I need to catch up. I'm like a season or 2 behind. And you haven't seen the show since like, oh, these guys are Spino Rhinos.
Spino Rhinos! Awesome!
What is that? Is that a portal?
We'll come back to these when we get to the distribution center, which I believe is area 5. But that's, there are certain doors that will eventually lead to fast travel stations that you can use to move between areas.
So,
here be Metroids.
Metroids?
Yep.
Yar.
So, here we go. Let's go ahead and get the rest of the 3 Metroids out of, this area. Oops. I need the screw attack for that.
Oh, that's a screw attack.
Yeah, that's a screw attack. That'll also lead to a,
different area?
yeah.
So that, like, door portal thing we just passed kind of reminded me of the Skeksis from the Dark Crystal. They were the bad guy bird people, if you ever watched that movie.
Oh, yeah, okay.
They were the other half of the enlightened race that were like the camel people. They were originally dual-minded entities that fractured when the crystal that they worshipped fractured.
Oh, okay.
And then their egos split up into 2
And
different
what
races.
makes you... What in here was making you think of that?
The portal thing that you said we'll get back to.
Yeah.
It looked like a Skeksy face. Get it?
Skeksy.
Skeksis.
You're Skeksy.
Yeah, Skeksis are
Wow,
Skeksy.
did you see I just get like rocked like side to side?
Totally rocked.
Let's go.
Oh, that's another show I gotta return to. They made a Dark Crystal show for like before the movie, and it's really good.
Is it?
It's really good. Yeah, it's one of the only PG TV shows that has like fantasy blood in it, and is still rated for children.
Yeah.
like one of the gelflings gets stabbed by a Skeksis and like her like milky pink blood is like all over the floor, and I was like, oh my god, this is for children? Like, damn, they really went hard on this.
Well, I mean, they've got to have some kind of media to bridge the gap.
Yeah.
Between like what quote unquote kids should be watching and then what people who are not kids should be watching.
Yeah.
It's not a whole lot of like just straight up teen media. Like,
I guess when I was a kid it was like Redwall.
Holy shit, this guy sucks. Wow, you're fast, dude. I'm impressed.
Is he like a more mature one? Because it looks like those.
Yeah, the legs are a little longer.
Yeah, those things sticking on his back are his legs. Yeah. I don't like them.
They're vestigial. They don't serve locomotion purposes. They're too weak and small to actually be used as legs. So they're just like basically claws.
They're like sad little flippers.
Yeah, pretty much. They would grow if that one had survived. It would grow and their legs would be useful, but I killed it before that could happen. So
good job. This feels like a big PETA propaganda.
Like,
because like the music sounds like it's getting sadder as you kill more of them.
Well, it is. That's the thing. They're part of the ecosystem, so you're actually destroying the whole planet, not just.
But like nothing's eating each other. They're all just trying to eat you.
Maybe they all stop eating each other when you get there because they're like, oh, something's new. What are you?
Maybe
so
they're
all,
just
like,
looking at you like you're
and...
Outback Steakhouse.
Yeah, like none of the other creatures like come after you per se, you know, like. Oh shit. Oh look, that one's legs are longer.
Oh, he's a tiny dancer.
Tiny dancer because he's dancing.
Because they're dancing. It reminds me of the dinosaur from Meet the Robinsons.
He's got a really big hand and little arms. I don't think this was a good idea.
I love that movie. The movie's hilarious.
It is. It's like underappreciated.
It really is.
Alright, and that's all the Metroids in Area 2. Oh, fuck!
Oh,
I
fuck.
stand corrected.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh
no. Oh no.
This, everyone, is a Gamma Metroid.
No.
This stage of Metroid can now transfer negative charges from its nervous system into the horns, releasing electric arcs capable of disrupting weapon arcs. Not arts, like fucking Ninja Scroll. Capable of disrupting weapon fire. The membrane containing its nucleus remains vulnerable, but the Gamma Metroid's exoskeleton has expanded for additional protection. Although its legs have reached their maximum length, they are unsuitable for locomotion. Instead, they can serve to capture prey and drain their energy. Well, just like the larva Metroids used to do. Alright, here we go.
I don't like it.
I don't either. Nope, you're not supposed to like it. They're scary, not cute.
Although
the first one just happens to be cute.
This one's a no. His name's just no.
Don't grab me, bro. Got it. Alrighty, so that is all the Metroids in this area. Let's get back to business. No. Let's get
defeat
the Troids. Let's go ahead and get back to the main area before we call this an episode. Because that's 2 areas down in 1 episode. That's not bad so far.
Did they kill the Chozo?
Probably.
Them boys.
Actually, I'm pretty sure the Chozo wiped themselves out.
Do you think so?
Yeah, actually.
Was it like an act of seppuku after realizing what they did, or was it like...
They realized that they were more of a danger to the galaxy than, because of the way they were. They couldn't, like, change their ways because they were such an, quote-unquote, advanced species that it was in their very nature, in every way, to create monsters and fucking...
You think they would
weapons.
have told her, like, I'm sorry, goodbye, we love you, or something, but no, she just, like, returns and they're gone. That's...
Yeah.
terrifying.
Well, I don't think it was all of the Chozo's decision. I think it was just a few Chozo that, like, enacted something that killed them all.
Oh, that's scarier.
Yeah. I don't think it was, like, a unified decision as a race. I think it was just, like, some council somewhere fucking executed Order 66 or whatever, like, from...
That's so scary.
Yeah.
In a weird way, that's sorta is like one of the concepts in the Dark Crystal too, because the egos split into two different races, but their souls are still one. So like, if one of them decides that they don't want to live anymore and like kills himself, the one from the other race dies too.
Like soulmates, literally.
Yeah.
Cool.
But they're the same being. They're the same being.
Okay. Anyway, we're back to the main level now of SR388.
Yeah.
And alright, and that's where the lava used to be. And tell you what, we'll find out what's below the lava here in the next episode.
I'm excited for my aminals.
Hell yeah. See you guys then.
Bye.
Bye.